Jonathan Haggerty, it's been a while since you've been out in action. You've been kept out by injury.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us a bit about what's been happening since you last fought?
Yeah, so I've been out for about a year now, obviously with the injury that I had. I was gutted, wasn't able to fight, but these things happen. So I've just been, still been training. So now I'm in fight camp for my next fight. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, and can you tell us a bit about the injury that happened and how it happened?
Yeah, so it was a tear on the rotator cuff. Obviously, there's a bit of inflammation on the lat as well. Sparring, obviously I'm fighting a tall guy, so I brought in some tall people for sparring. And I was just overreaching, and if I'm honest, I don't think I stretched or warmed up enough. So, note to self.
So even multi-title world champions can make rookie mistakes sometimes.
For sure.
Because you were gearing up for Nabil Anane, who is massive, a big knockout puncher. He's a pretty fearsome opponent. So, what do you think of him? And is that a fight you're still expecting to have sooner or later?
Yeah, 100%. I still obviously want to fight Nabil. Great champion, he's got the distance, he's got the length. Like you said, he's got the knockout power as well. So he's got it all. So it'd be quite difficult to beat someone like that. But in camp, we was confident. We was very confident. And obviously the minor setback happened. So hopefully he'll be scheduled again and we'll get our chance again.
Yeah, because Nabil must be... you see him as one of the most formidable fighters in combat sport because he's so tall, because Muay Thai with those little MMA gloves is brutal. That is as tough a job as there is.
100%. He's got a cheat code, especially with the 4-ounce gloves as well. You just gotta get in there with him. You can't stay on the outside, otherwise you're not going to be able to hit him, basically. But with a good game plan, I think he's definitely beatable. But it'll be a great fight and one I'm looking forward to having with him.
Excellent. But first things first, you are defending your kickboxing world title in Japan. Mm-hmm. How are preparations going for that?
Yeah, preparations are going well, thank you. I think we're like four weeks in a camp now. We've done a 12-week camp for this one. We had a bad injury on the shoulder as well, so we thought we'd take it easy for the first 2 weeks and ease our way in. But we're flying now. I'm excited to fight. It's been a year since I fought last, so I'm excited.
Yeah, went all that time out, but there's no tune-ups, nothing to shake ring rust off. It's straight into a really serious fight.
Yeah, for sure. Straight back in the deep end. But obviously I'm the champion, and I don't really want to hold up the division, so got to defend the title and go do it in Japan, in his hometown.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, first off, what do you think of Yuki Yoza as an opponent? What do you think of him as a fighter?
Yeah, obviously his record says it all, really. He's been in there, I think he's had 3 fights for 1. He's beat the top opponents. He's been calling me out a few times, which is great. You come into the organisation, you want to fight for the world title. You got to go in there and call out the champions, which he's done. So there's respect there. But obviously on the night, I just think I'll be a little bit too much for him. Although he is good at what he does, I'm also good at what I do.
So him calling you out, you haven't taken that as a sign of disrespect? It hasn't wound you up?
Not really. Do you know what it is? I remember myself coming into one championship and having 1 fight, 2 fights, and calling out the champion. So I know what you have to do to get noticed in there, and obviously shoot your shot, and then it happens. So give him his props, but just I'm excited for it.
But he's got to be dangerous because he's beaten Superlek. Obviously, got a win over you.
Yeah, 100%. Superlek beat me in about 40 seconds. So it's going to be a great fight.
That's how dangerous and brutal, Muay Thai with these 4-ounce gloves is, because those are really small gloves. So if you get caught, it's not really, early knockouts can happen.
Yeah, 100%. It was an elbow I got caught with for Superlek, and it was just, I was rushing in too much. I think we said it before. I feel like I was too eager.
Elbows hurt even more.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if they land on the temple. So, yeah.
But would it be a measure of redemption, or at least satisfaction, if you win this and then beat the guy who's beaten the guy who beat you?
Yeah, it all swings back in roundabouts. But the plan is to go in there, do a demolition job, and just stick to the game plan. we know for sure he's coming in to attack the legs because that's what he's great at. He's a great all-round fighter as well, but we stick to our game plan. We know what we've got to do. And I believe, obviously, Christian Knowles, my coach, we've got a great structure here. Back training in the UK, back to old roots, like I said. So I'm excited. And hopefully end it early. That's the plan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But so you're thinking an early knockout could be coming?
I'm not going to be... I won't sit here and say I'm going to knock him out in the first round, but I believe I've got the power to do it. Stick to the game plan. Don't be too eager like I have done in the past. Listen to my coach, listen to the team, and then it should be a great night.
And tell me a bit about this training camp that you're doing for this fight, because you're a long way from the warmth of Japan. You're going back to your roots, training in South London, keeping it old school. Yeah,
I'm just going to go back to the roots. You know, I'm going to go back training down my dad's gym, the old running routes, the old sparring partners, the old 1,000 teeps on the bags down there. So it's been good, really. Like I said, I've been in it for 4 weeks now. I've been in camp for about a month now. My family's all in that gym. You know, you've got my brother Freddie's always training down there. My dad's breeding young champions as well down there. So I'm obviously training with them because they're great. And it's good to like inspire the others as well. You know, they can see that I'm just down there training at the same time that they're training. Anyone can come down there, see me. I'll be training down there. I've got my little niece that comes. She's always in the gym. She's always down there when I'm training. So it's a ray of sunshine, you know. And it's not something I had when I was in Thailand. It was just me and Chris out there. Obviously, I loved it out in Thailand, but we got more of a support in the UK now. We've got our family with us. So I'm excited to get back to training tonight.
Is it harder to get sparring partners here?
No, not really. You know, I've got my little brother that's been helping me a lot. Like, obviously, he's a machine as well. We've obviously brought in specific sparring partners to mimic the style of Yuki Yoza. So, yeah, we've got a few good sparring partners here.
And we're getting, in combat sport, we're having this year a few kickboxer versus boxer crossover events. Like, what do you make of all that?
I think it's brilliant. You know, it's something that I would love to do in my career for sure. Test myself against, who knows, a boxer, MMA fighter. But it brings the eyes, the attraction as well. So I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. Any boxers you'd like to have a
crossover come on here and start calling them all that. Anyway, I don't know. Anyone that's at my weight, for sure. Big
one, of course, is Rico Verhoeven going in with Oleksandr Usyk in actually a boxing world title fight. So, were you surprised to see that even get made?
Yeah, definitely surprised. Obviously, Usyk's at the top. He's beat everyone. Not only has he beat them, he's beat them all twice. So, good on him. You know, he wants to have a little bit of fun. I don't know if it's going to be fun because obviously the other guy's he's a machine himself. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, but for you as a kickboxing world champion, you must be actually really maybe are you really pleased that this is something that throws attention and puts your sport in the spotlight too?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's great for all sports. I want to see him get in there, throw a leg kick out of nowhere. But yeah, 100% is something that I would like to do again, like I said. So it's good to see other people doing it.
Yeah. And can you sort of tell us a bit about Verhoeven as a kickboxer? Like, what makes him so good? Because obviously he was glory heavyweight champion for so many years. But what makes him such a good kickboxer?
I think, yeah, like you said, he's been the champion for years, undefeated. He's just a beast of a guy, isn't he, really? He goes in there, demolishes people, been on top for however long. I think it's only right he gets a shot at Usyk. I think it's going to be brilliant. Yeah, as long as he's got no kicks, then Usyk might be okay.
If there were kicks, then he'd be in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, because obviously the boxing view is that Verhoeven's got no chance, which I subscribe to. But there are kickboxers going into boxing. At lower levels, there have been examples of how tough they are. And if you're tough and can keep coming forward and can take the shots and hit hard as well, you can be dangerous.
Well, yeah, just durable, really. But like you said, I don't think he's got a chance, really. Obviously, Usyk's the best in the world for a reason. The likes of Dylan White, he was obviously a kickboxer as well. He's come up through the rankings, so it can happen.
So with your expert's hat on, what would you tell Verhoeven how to beat Oleksandr Usyk? How does he do it?
Head kick. I mean, what can you tell him to do against Usyk? Maybe stay on the outside, and I'm not too sure. I don't think I'll be good at giving him advice because I'll just throw a teep. But good luck to both of them. It'd be great. I'll definitely be tuning in. It'd be great to watch.
I suppose the thing Usyk's got against him is his age. You know, he's at the twilight of his career, 39. Yeah. And Verhoeven is, you know, he's a physical unit, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. I heard Dave Allen talking about him because they lived together for a while, I think, Verhoeven and Dave Allen, if I'm correct.
Oh, what, in camp?
Yeah, and he knocked on Dave Allen's door, and Dave Allen was like, who is this beast of a man? So, yeah, he is a unit, so Usyk's just going to have to move.
Yeah, Verhoeven's just got to get after him.
Yeah,
get into it.
Straight in there. That's the advice I'd give, just get stuck in. Make it uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he does have... Verhoeven looks to me like he's got punch power, right?
Yeah, I see him on the pads. Did I see him on the pads with Fury?
Peter Fury.
Yeah, Peter Fury. So he's in good hands. So we just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Now, sort of, you know, great of British kickboxing, Liam Harrison has retired. So I guess, is there a bit of disappointment for you that your career's never quite intersected, so we didn't get the Haggerty versus Harrison or Harrison versus Haggerty all British super fight?
I mean, it would have been brilliant for everyone to see, you know, but when he was at his prime, I think he might have been a bit heavier than me than what I was when he was, I think I was fighting at like 50, 56, 57 kilo. But he's retired now. Obviously, he's going to go and do what he's got to do. It would have been great for the fans. I would have loved it. I'm sure he would have loved it as well. But these things, it didn't happen, so it is what it is.
Well, now he's not a rival. What's your view on him? You know, as a fighter, what's his legacy been for the sport?
His legacy's been unreal. You know, he's gone through the whole of his career, beating the top tiers, beating the top opponents. He's paved the way, if I'm honest. So very thankful we have such a great fighter like that to follow in his footsteps. So all the best to him in the future, for sure.
Do you think that for fighters like you and Nico Carrillo, having Liam Harrison going first kind of made you realise that you can... beat the ties at their own sport?
100%. It just make it seem possible for us. You know, I'd like to see him get in there and do a bit of misfits boxing. A little bit, yeah.
He's thinking about it.
Why not?
His problem is his knee. So he just can't kickbox or do Muay Thai anymore.
Stand in the pocket and punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun to see him do that. So we just have to wait and see what he does.
Hey, maybe you and him could do a crossover boxing bout.
Everybody wants me and him to fight, don't they? Yeah, no, for sure. Up for it.
Like, is Nico Carrillo, now he's moved up in weight, you know, is he still a potential fight? Like, what do you think of him and that possibility?
Yeah, I think he's a brilliant fighter. You know, he's stuck at it. He knew what he wanted to achieve, and he done it. You know, there's props there to him. For years, he was going on about winning that belt. He's had setbacks. He's lost. Obviously, the weight cut and that might have killed him a bit, but he moved up a weight. I think I remember telling him in a sauna, saying to him, like, if you move up a weight, I think you'd do much better. So God's honest truth. And then he did. He's done what he's had to do, and that's props to him. But I think he's at too much of a heavier weight for me. Catch weight, who knows? I'll definitely be up for a catch weight.
So at a catch weight, we could get a Scotland versus England super fight.
I'll never say never. Never say never.
But yeah, it's in terms of your plans and your goals, it's staying at bantamweight, staying in your weight class.
Yeah, for sure. Bantamweight is my home for now.
Yeah. Well, and also, can I ask a bit about future plans, you know, if everything goes well against Yoza in Japan?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I always come on here and talk about MMA. I haven't actually had the time, obviously, having title fights after title fights. My mind's been strictly on striking, so I will be definitely transitioning to MMA, that's for sure. 2026. Just have to see when.
So this year is the year?
This year's the year I'll have an MMA debut.
I mean, that's pretty exciting. And one championship back in that?
Well, yeah, 100%. I'll definitely do it on one championship. Give the roster a go and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, I mean, anyone out there you'd like to fight in an MMA bout?
Fabricio Andrade, for sure. I believe he just lost his title, but I'm still happy to get it on with Fabricio. I think that would be a great fight, great storyline.
Yeah.
Fought him in kickboxing, obviously. It was an honour to share the ring with him, and it'll be an honour to share the ring with him in MMA.
Yeah. So you and him have a pretty fierce rivalry.
Let's do it. He's a great guy, great champion as well.